Hey guys, Rob with S&S Archery here. A few days before opening day 2021, we thought it'd be fun to do a gear dump. I've been working on my gear for quite a few years, and I'm really happy where it's at right now. First of all, Exo Mountain Gear 4800, love this pack. The thing I like about it the most is this horseshoe-shaped zipper. Allows me to move the zipper in whatever position I need it to just quickly grab something out of the bag without tearing the whole thing apart. Here in the lid, we've got the inReach pocket. That's what's in the inReach pocket, is my inReach. And then in the lid, let's see what else I got in here. A headlamp. And I like to keep my lid pretty free for snacks. So that's pretty much all that's in the lid right now. On the outside of the pocket here, I have my sleep system. So that's going to include the Hilleberg Enon. I run the Enon with just the shell and the footprint. The weight on that is 2 pounds, and it's bomb-proof. I mean, I've just simply never had a night where I lost sleep, no matter what the weather is. So I absolutely love this thing, and I've tried a lot of tents trying to lighten the weight, but this is just super reliable. I use a Sea to Summit Etherlite XT. I'm a side sleeper, and so with 4 inches of space here, it's super comfortable. And then I use their Aeros pillow as well. This pad has some sticky on the head, and the pillow just sits on that stickiness and doesn't move. So I can lay on my side and my head is supported. Super comfortable. I really love this setup. I've had this now for a couple years, and I have not had a single puncture. I can't say that about any other pad I've had, and I've had, Big Agnes, Thermarest, you name it. So I'm really happy with this sleep system. And that's in the side pocket. On this other side, I like to balance things out. I have the Slick 624 and the VA5 head tripod set up. You'll notice with just one strap, I'm able to get I'm lying here. I'm able to get my tripod out and spotting scope. This setup is for mule deer. If I'm hunting elk, I typically don't take this, and I'll just bring the Kestrel monopod system that I can use to help me glass with binoculars. So this is just for mule deer. That's the first trip I'm taking this year. In this front pocket here, I like to keep stuff that I need regularly. So this is a little bag here. It's got my Sawyer squeeze filter. I like this platypus bag here for my dirty water. A little bit of tape here to wrap around the lip to make it fit really easy. So I fill this up with water, use the squeeze filter, and this actually connects straight to my water bladder. And so just pop this guy off here, fill this up with water, connect, and I literally squeeze water right into my pack. So that's very, very useful. It's quick, easy. It's a great system. I really like that. What else I got in here? Brown bag for TP. That's important. Got to have that quick. This is my kill kit and first aid kit. Cotton balls with Vaseline, a lighter. Does it work? Probably should replace that. Space blanket, and then I've got some antibiotic, cream, super glue, some Band-Aids, some tape. Like I said, I haven't opened that in a long time. I really do need to replace that lighter. Kill kit. Let's see here. I use Jimmy Tarp's game bags. These are Sil nylon game bags. They're super lightweight. I've used these for probably 5 or 6 years, and once I use them, I throw them in bleach for a day or so and then wash them, and they're totally reusable. So I've got these are too small for bone in, but I generally bone out when I get something. So I've got a bunch of bags here, and then some paracord, and then I really like this outdoor edge knife. I like the rigid. I've got a few replaceable blades here. Really like that setup, especially for getting into those tight spots where the other blades tend to break. I think that's it for the front pocket. So I use this as just a pad to sit on when I'm glassing. This is the super nice one. I also I bought the Ridge Crest, the full length pad, and just cut it into 3 pieces. And for 20 bucks, I got 3 of these. So this is a good one. This is actually my wife's. Don't tell her I stole it from her. We'll go into the bag here. This is the Catabatic Gear. This is their Elite Quilt. Well, I'll tell you what, this was kind of expensive, but it was worth every penny. I've never been cold with this thing. It's the 22-degree quilt. It is articulated, so I'm able to, instead of tossing and turning at night, instead of compressing the bag on different sides, I'm able to toss and turn inside the quilt without moving the quilt around. And yeah, it just keeps me super warm. A little expensive, but definitely worth it. I don't compress this in my pack. I usually just kind of push it in to fill in the spaces. That's great, especially in cold weather, because in cold weather, if you pull out a compressed bag, you're going to get into it. It's going to be cold until it puffs up again. This is my food bag. I've got a couple dinners from Peak. I'm not really picky on this stuff. I usually just grab whatever I can. I do like the Peak meals. These breakfasts are awesome, these Alpenfuels. Like 600 or 700 calories. You use very little water. Water's a premium when I'm hunting, so this is a great start for breakfast. Let's see. I got the Jet Boil with a coffee cup. I do absolutely love the Tioga Rise coffee. I always bring a Ziploc bag or 2. I hate finding these when I'm hunting, these empty bags. So I always, when I'm done using them, I put them inside the bag and I zip them up so they don't leak anywhere. I also have some paper towels and I'm tired of losing those titanium forks, so I just put a plastic fork in here. That's it for food. I also bring some snacks, usually like a backcountry bar, granola bars. I'm guilty of bringing some candy sometimes. I don't eat much. So as you can see, when I'm up there, I've kind of learned the lesson of, instead of bringing back half the food that I bring up, I just don't pack as much, and I just don't eat very much when I'm up there. Oh, this is my clothes. In terms of clothing, I'm usually wearing Prana bottoms. I've got the Kryptek gaiters. This is my down jacket from Go Light. There's a blast from the past. I usually come in with a merino wool top. I really like this. This is from First Light. I don't remember what this is called, but this is a nylon blend with merino wool. Wicks moisture really quickly. I can usually, if I walk in hot and sweaty, I can take this off, lay it out for about 15-20 minutes and it's dry. I like that. Love this merino wool cap. And then I always bring a few pairs of extra socks. I also have the boots that I wear. So typically I'm running these Lone Peaks early season. These are not waterproof, so if I'm worried about weather, snow, a lot of rain, something like that, I'll wear these Innovates. I apologize, I don't know the model of these, but I've been really, really happy with them. They've got a nice wide toe box that I like, and the traction on them is phenomenal. So I really like these. And then the jacket that I wear is this Kryptek Altitude. I think it's the Bora. Really like this jacket. So moving on from there, the water bladder I have is the Hydro Pack. Really like this. It's got this little deal where you can compress it down. I've never done that before, but I've had this same water bladder for probably 5 years and it's still in great shape, so I'm really happy with that. Other pockets on here. Typically this hip belt, I'll carry ammo if it's a rifle hunt, or gum or some more snacks outside of that. And then I really like this little, this is a a nylon bow carrier that's got a metal piece inside. So I just drop my string right there and allows me to hold my bow on the side if I want to glass with both hands or something along those lines. And then of course our S&S Archery trekking pole. I do want to mention one thing on this. I usually carry one for archery hunting, just because I usually have my bow in the other hand. I do want to say these tips are great for being quiet, but they're really not made for that. They're really made for protecting your other gear from this carbide tip. So if you've got this in the back seat of your truck, if you've got leather seats or something like that, you definitely want to have this tip on there. But when I'm hiking in, I'm typically just, I'm losing this just so I can rely on the carbide tip, which is great for traction, especially in rocks. My Bino harness, I've tried every Bino harness in the world, I think. I really like the folding away from you type, and this marsupial gear has just been money. I'm really happy with it. The binos I like to use are the NL Pure 42s, obviously. I really like this this Bino adapter. This is from Kestrel. We just started carrying these. It's a 3D printed carbon fiber infused polymer mount. It's really cool. It's got this. It gives you the ability to have the 1/4 screw that you can use to attach a stud to, and I use this in conjunction with my favorite Bino adapter, the Swarovski TA SLC. This is great, holds very well, mounts straight to my VA5 with no adapter. But I'll tell you what, this setup here is just money for me. I absolutely love this setup. This is my tags here in the front pocket. I got some smoke on the side, and then I keep my my Bino adapter here in the side. SIG P365. I haven't always carried a gun, but if you do a Google search for a screaming cougar, I heard that outside my tent one night about 2 o'clock, packed up my stuff, went home, and ever since then I carry a pistol with me. Rangefinder is the Vortex HD 4000. I love this thing. It's super powerful, gives me a range no matter what. It's got some really cool modes. The first mode is just normal. It does give me angle compensation while I'm ranging, which is really important to me. It's got a front priority mode and a rear priority mode, so it'll give me just the closer target, or in the rear priority, only the farthest target. The rear priority is really great when it's snowing or raining. It's only going to give me that farthest target. So I really like this. Okay, now onto my bow. I do love the Spider Tracker stabilizer. This is the 10-inch. I also like this offset bar. I'm not a fan of using a back bar, especially when I'm hunting, but I like the effect that this offset does. It still kind of compensates for the weight of the quiver and the sight without all the extra gear and without that back bar hitting me in the thigh all the time. The rest that I'm using is the Hamskea Trinity. Thing is just simply bomb-proof and super repeatable. Absolutely love this thing. The sight that I use is our S&S built Backcountry Pro Hunter. 4-inch dovetail. It's got our own pin setup. I definitely recommend you taking a look at this. It's got those 10 thousandths pins on the bottom, and I seriously feel like an absolute sniper from distance. So this is a great sight to use. Use the Tight Spot 5 arrow. My arrows are the full metal jackets with the deep 6. The broadheads I'm using I still have some solids from like 4 years ago that I'm still using. They fly great. 100 grain broadheads. I think my arrow weight total is like 420 or something like that. And then my release is the Too Simple from Carter. I love the fact that when I knock an arrow, I can just attach to the D-loop and let it hang there. It's ready to go when I'm ready to pull when I'm ready to draw. I think that's it. We'll have a list of all this gear in the comments. If you have any questions, please let me know. Shoot me an email, give me a call. Again, I've been working on this setup for a really long time, and for the last couple of years, I really feel like I'm there, like I've gotten to where I want to be. So, like I said, if you got any questions, give us a holler. S&S Archery 208-495-4222. Thanks, guys. Bye.